outpost for the
Hey guys,
Empire.
DXUN again. This is part 2 of our little program. As you can see here, we have the two teams. We just loaded in, and we can pick whatever starship we want. That's awesome, isn't it? Then, once you're ready, you press the ready button. But the thing that's cool as well is that you can still switch till the last second on the spawn-in timer. And once that goes, if you die and come back, you can still switch starship like I was saying earlier. So pretty freaking awesome, I think, that part. I really like that. That's a good idea where you're not just stuck with one ship and then didn't realize that everybody else on the other side did something, or everybody on your side did something. And it just made no sense to have more of those. Although, right now, it doesn't seem to be that bad. So, here's this how it works is I have my little aim in the middle here, and as I move it slightly out of the actual main circle in the middle, it actually turns the ship. As you can see, it's turning slightly, right? So mouse is actually aiming at the other starship, and it's also turning the ship as well, right? So we have three gauges. One yellow, one purple, and then there's another one beside it that's blue, right over there. I can't point it because it won't let me get out of the circle, right? So the yellow
Enemy
one is
has
for
taken a
when you're
satellite.
firing. So I'm firing, right? My main blasters, and it's, as you can see, my yellow gauge is going down. And once it gets to 0, it's going to be really hard to do
Satellite
anything. It's going to be very
captured.
intermittent, right? So the purple one is for your
We have lost a
speed boost,
satellite.
and it will basically, like as you can see here, it's going to give you a speed boost when you're dogfighting to help you out catching up or whatever you need to do in space, right? The other gauge, the blue one or the light blue one, is your actual speed. Right now I'm actually backpedaling. I'm using the S key, and it's basically driving slower. You can never fully stop unless you're a gunship. If you're the gunship, you're a sniper, and once you go into sniper mode, that's the only way you can actually
Satellite
completely
secured.
stop the ship, and that's also how you can identify snipers by the range and they're at, and if they're not moving. Once I depress once I remove if I stop pressing S key, it's going to give me normal speed. Here we go, that's normal speed. And then again, full gauge is when you're using your boost. Okay, so that's basically it for your 3 gauge. Now, let's go and try to do some little fighting. As always, remember, there's asteroids and all that. If you hit them, you will die. Like, you gotta be
We have
careful
lost a
about
satellite.
anything here, structure, anything. So basically, this game is kind of like Alderaan, where you have the 3 guns and you're trying to shoot the other ship. Here it's 3 satellites and you're trying to earn points on the scoreboard. So if you look at the top of the screen, there's 3 letters, A, B, and C. They are for the 3 satellite, A, B, and C. You also can see them on your on the outside of your scope, basically. I can see B is here, A is over here, C is over there. So basically, you can still get to them by using just this alone. You don't even have to use your map. Uh, if you look also as well at the top, you can see that B has 2 little dots above it, and that means that there's 2 gun turrets on that satellite. And these turrets will shoot you if they're of the opposite side. And obviously, if it's red, it's dead. It's bad guys, right? So you want to basically shoot. If you go to Bravo and you have 3 starship attacking you, you kind of want to make sure you fight them away from the action from the satellite, because you're gonna get shot by 3 turrets plus the starships. You're gonna just get tear apart, or you're gonna look like a superhero. Either way, it's your choice. If it's blue, it's in between the 2 as well. So as well, if you're just trying to cap the satellite because it has no turrets on it, like Alpha right now, all you gotta do is be close enough, and then you'll see like a green aura around you, and that basically that means it's trying to cap it. And how do you know it's capping it? Is by looking at there's like, I call them solar panels, like you can see him here. They're red. Well, those panels will go from red to white, and then once it's fully white, they'll go to green. And once they're green, obviously, fully green, they're yours. So that's basically how it works. So I'm going to go into a little bit of action. and so you can see as well. Also, before I forget, the 4 keys at the 4 like buttons at the bottom in that bar are the abilities that your co-pilots and so on gave you. So if you don't like those, maybe you need to change what your co-pilot should be using. Which co-pilot you should be using, because they only have one ability. You can't change that. As far as out of bounds, you don't really feel like you're boxed in, which is, I think, a really good thing. Because when you feel boxed in, it just sucks. Like if you see the map there, you have this entire map. You can completely go from one end to the other. If you hear little beep beep beep, it's like that means somebody's trying to get a torpedo solution on you, and that means you want to try everything to move around, slow down, speed up, anything to get him off you, because if you don't, then you'll be really dead meat really fast. Because the torpedoes hit very hard. If you get that screen here, you cannot shoot them, so don't try to shoot them forever. It's not working. What you want to shoot at is that red circle, not where he is. So, and you want to shoot when it's red. It's gray. It's pointless. But you do not want to kill yourself either.
Going down.
Again, you want to be mindful of where you're going, because if you hit structure, you're dead. So, unless you know the map very well, that's probably a bad idea for you to do that.
From that anytime soon. About to get flash frozen.
As you can see, if you run into these things, you're gonna die. I was just trying to demonstrate that. And also I wanted to demonstrate that you have different spawn points. When you acquire a satellite like this one, I can actually respawn right here instead. And again, I can select a different starship, like I was saying earlier, and drop it, right? Whoa, almost ran into the asteroid, right? You gotta be careful with stuff around you. It's not very hard to control. Like, don't think like battlefield helicopters. Like, I know I had all the hardest trouble with that. Again, you don't want to run into those panels. Are really hard apparently because they kill starships.
From that anytime soon. Satellite captured. Won't recover from that anytime soon.
Oh, he got killed. Oh noes. So yeah, I'll be showing you the rest of a little bit of this game, and then once we're done at the end, I will brief a little bit on the end content. As you can see here, I'm actually capping the satellite. That's what that looks like, the little aura around it. That can mean sometimes that there's enough red guys that they uncap it and then go away for a little bit so you can actually cap it again and so on.
From that anytime soon. That's a hit. The defense network is almost ours. Maintain control. Enemy has taken a satellite. All's coming apart.
That's one of the things that sucks too. When some ship blow up, there's so much smoke and explosion you can't see anything. So right now we lost the satellite. We need to get one back because they're 2-1 for the other side. As you can see, everybody's moving towards Bravo to get it back. So we're gonna go back there and land them some help. So you want to tab, right? That's how you basically, just like in the land game, to get your next target.
Had that coming to you.
Oh, I got the finish. And we're capping the satellite, right? So I want to stay close enough that we are still capping it. Oh, 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 oh. Where is he going?
Satellite weapons online.
And there we go. We got to the end of the game. We won the game. Here are the stats. We have how much money we made. They also fixed that, by the way. You're not getting like I think it was 30K before, something like that. It was ridiculous. They amended that on the PTS on this version, and also the amount of XP on your ground character, and also how much of the requisition you got. Don't freak out seeing these numbers because obviously I didn't play for about half the game. I was just sitting around doing nothing, just showing you how to work this out. So as you can see, there's a lot more ship requisition than there is fleet. And then here it shows you what I would have got if I had used free to play. So for a subscriber right now, if you can't see, it says 591 and then it goes to 394 for free to play. And as far as fleet, it's 29 vice 19 for free to play. You got your scoreboard here, and then you can also switch to just allies stats and or just enemies stats. So here you go. Let me so that's basically what it looks like, and here are my I'll be giving you guys a little bit of a feedback on what I've seen and so far, and what I like and what I don't like. So here we go. I'm back. So one of the main things that really missed the mark here, and I'm not a big like flight sim guy or Star Wars flight sim guy, and to not have the joystick capability was a major miss by BioWare. I know they're trying to create something different, which they did kind of manage that, although it looks a lot like Warplanes, that new World of Warplanes game that apparently has the same system implemented in it and was released before SWTOR. Another big miss was they don't have leaderboards, and they do not intend to add the leaderboards either, which is also a big mistake in my mind. That's going to be such a big hit on PvP. It already is, and it has only been out for what, 2 weeks. It really is a big miss to say right there. They said that at one of the cantinas that they would not do leaderboards. Well, hopefully, like Laura said on the Republic podcast, they're going to change their minds and actually add it. As far as the maps goes, that's also a big problem. There's only 2 maps, but I'm expecting them to release more maps as time goes by. For me, the main issue that wasn't really talked about on the Republic is the gear aspect of things, which I think in that game is going to be a problem for some people. If you do not play a lot, in my mind, if you don't play a lot of Starfighter, you're gonna basically start really being behind the ball as far as stats and everything, and you're not going to be able to catch up to the guys that are playing a ton, because it's not just damage upgrades. You're getting armor upgrades. You're getting everything, like range upgrades. You're getting your rate of fire is bigger. Your speed boost goes for longer. You're firing for longer. All these things. There's not just one thing, which is damage in space. There's a lot of components to it, and when you add all these together, because somebody plays a lot, it's going to have a massive impact. And we're not even talking about the actual map itself, because the map, let's say when you're fighting in those side areas, some of these guys are going to learn those maps by heart, and they're going to be able to go full speed in there because they know exactly at what time to turn left or right or whatever. And it's going to be a massive advantage. You can have a map in PvP. There's just so much advantage you can get from that. In space, it's completely different, because again, there's that floaty kind of feeling to it, and there's like Larry said, there's like that, not even a second, like half second, not even, response to your commands that will get you killed in those situations. And that's what I think I like it because of that. Because if it was too fast every time, like it would be retarded. Like it would just be impossible for me to play that game anyway. But with a little bit of tardiness, like that little bit of time before things happen, just makes it somewhat doable for me. So again, overall, a really good product, and I cannot wait to see the reaction from people playing it. I think it's going to be a really good addition to the actual game, and hopefully they take it seriously after they see what happens when they release it on 3rd December for those that subscribed. So yeah, this is it. If you like this video, just let me know. Drop on my Twitch TV stream, which is at twitch.tv /DXUN54. And thanks again. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and it helps you make a decision whether you want to play it or not. But if you do play it, come on our banger with us, because we really enjoy playing, and we definitely could use more people to play with. Later.